able to start with an update on Josh?
Yeah, we're waiting on the MRI, so he'll be out at least a couple weeks. So we'll once we get those results, we should know more in the next couple days.
Looks like Derick Brassard is just going to step in and take his spot.
Yes.
Did you toy around with the idea of maybe elevating Shane Pinto, or did you just think, you know what, this is probably the least, I guess, disruptive approach for now?
Yeah, not to say that won't happen, but the Pinto line's been really good. They're creating tons. So are you mixing up two lines to get one going? You know, that's a thought, and we'll see as we go. But I think Brassard deserves a chance. You know, considering they played really well together just at one time, even though it's just exhibition, he'll get the first crack.
And obviously Norris was a big part of your power play. Do you anticipate maybe like the Brinkat maybe getting, or just, I guess, how do you see that spot being filled?
Well, we were going to try a bunch of different things. Today Timmy was over there with the Brinkat in Timmy's spot there, and we'll see how that looks. There's Giroux could be over there, but certainly the Brinkat's going to be in his spot, and he'll just get more time. Whether it be on both units or what have you, we're going to use him a little differently.
Why put DeBrincat on both? Like just to get him going?
No, it's just at this point, that's the best spot for me for him. I think, we had what we thought was 7 power play guys, to start the year. Now Norris is down, so he's a guy I think that can handle that. Not to say that it'll always happen, but can he take a minute and a half of the power play? I think he can, and I think he'll complement both units.
Is there any party that was thinking like, oh boy, not again, just given how banged up you were down the middle last season?
Yeah, I mean, really, since last couple of years, there's been some injuries here and some significant ones. Last year, for sure, Pinto being out as long as he was, White was out, and then Norris missed, I think, 6 weeks as well. So when you get hurt in the middle of the ice, it's a big position to fill. Not everybody can play center. Obviously, Nick Paul's doing a good job now, but it took him a lot of games to figure that out. But I think you give Pierre credit for the signing of Brassard is that insurance that if something happens and we still have Gambrell, that we're prepared.
Well, Brassard has been through this before, right? And he knows what he has to do. You don't have to explain to him.
No, absolutely. He's a responsible player that's played a long time, and he knows what he has to do. I mean, he chose to come back and play this year, and he earned a spot here. And now he's going to get an opportunity on a really good line and be on the power play and all things. What I've seen is he's going to be able to contribute.
Just on Norris, the way the injury happened, is that scary to you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works. There's just so much torque that goes into these face-offs, and guys are digging in. It's it's unfortunate. I mean, we were lucky no one got banged up so far, and then this happens. That takes a big piece, from us. But in saying that, now it's Brass's turn, and everyone's got to give a little more.
Was it when he was taking the face-off or when he hit the ice?
No, when he took the face-off, when he collided sticks there, clearly it put torque or tension or whatever happened to his shoulder.
You've had a chance to talk to him and just hear about how he's doing right now.
Yeah, talked to him yesterday on the off today. I came in and he was here. He was really emotional after the game. He wants to be a part of these guys. He wants to be a part of turning things around here, and obviously he's a huge part. And he went through this last year, where he dealt with injury, and the guys love playing. They love being around each other. It's no fun to be hurt. When you're hurt, you don't come on the road. All those things that go with it, and clearly he was upset.
What would you anticipate from Dallas?
Well, I think they're a really well-coached hockey team. I think Pete DeBoer's been around a long time. His teams are really structured. They're going to forecheck. They've got some older players that are mature, that know how to win games. Right now they have the best, they have a .900 winning percentage. They're number one in the NHL in that category. Their goaltending's been really good. They're heavy. It's a really good test for us.
Do you look at games like this as a measuring stick, or I don't know if that's right?
I think it's too early in the year to say that, but in saying that, you want to go head-to-head with these teams. I thought we went head-to-head with Toronto. We didn't come out with the result. Now we're at home. We want to go head-to-head with these teams and come out with the results. That's when you're taking another step.
So your knowledge, was Norris dealing with anything?
Nothing.
Or was before? That's where it started.
Nothing.
Okay. guy that potentially gets a little more minutes in this case? Is it like Norris did a lot of penalty killing this year? Or who gets elevated?
Yeah, he will, and by design he was going to anyways. But now, certainly more defensive stuff. He's going to get some more penalty killing. The offensive reps. You don't have the three what you think is three offensive guys. We'll see how Brass does, but he's certainly going to play more.
How happy were you with Brassard's attitude the last couple of weeks?
Outstanding. That was one of the things. It's hard to be the guy for a long time and then, towards the end of your career, have to fight to play bottom 6 minutes or whatever it is. It's a guy that clearly loves to play. And that was one of the things we talked about him when he came in. If he was ending up in this situation where he wasn't in the lineup, how was he going to handle that? Because that's not easy for everyone. And he, a lot of guys say it and then, get there and they're like, wow, this isn't for me. He's been really good. He's worked hard. He's got himself in shape. Filled in the other day in practice for a guy. He was really good. He's prepared so that if something like this happens, he's ready. And sometimes the guys, that just doesn't happen. They get upset. They get caught complaining, and then all of a sudden their turn's here and they're not ready. I believe he's ready.
Any chance you can kill down these two?
Yeah. I mean, I think he'll play on both sides of the puck. I think he'll take some hard left side draws. And obviously we got to monitor the minutes. You see, last week, even, Arizona third period was great, but to me we showed a little bit of fatigue in that game with 3 games in 5 days. These games come quick. This will be the first time we get a 2-day break after this before we play again. But then after that, it's every other again, and it sneaks up quickly. So we're going to have to monitor that.